Good morning, Args. How are you doing?
I'm suitably impressed. You obviously went and found the tailor that I suggested, and you've gone and got yourself some new threads. I like it.
I do like the tweed. I am not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, it looks good on you. It looks good on you. I'm doing well, mate. How about yourself?
Yeah, great. Yeah,
That's
great.
good.
I know it's been a couple of weeks in real life since I know that we did an episode last week, but I was away and we'd pre-recorded that. So yeah, it's been a couple of weeks. Nice to see you again.
Yeah, it's good to be back at it. But it was nice to have that episode ready, so we've got some continuity going. But what are we? We've moved forward a month from the last time. We're into September, which is basically we've got some crops we can start seeding into those fields we limed, and start prepping those up and get some crops in the ground.
That's right. It's a hazy autumn morning, 63 degrees. We also have some milk, don't we? So we could start thinking about cheese very soon as well.
Yeah, correct. We're almost up to 1,000 litres of both buffalo and goat's milk, so they're producing pretty fast, which is nice.
Yep, we better get some of these crops in the ground so we can feed them.
So the plan is, I think we've got all three of these fields need ploughing. As we suggested last time, I think we're going to merge these two smaller ones into one big field.
That's right.
And what else? The cornfield needs mulching, so it's basically
cornfield needs a
ploughing
mulch.
yeah.
That's right. And then if we've got time, we can jump in the seeder and start getting some barley in the ground, because we could plant barley or wheat. So actually, we've got a choice.
Yeah, canola as well, but we were going to go for a straw crop.
That's right. Yeah.
And obviously
we'll decide that later on.
Yeah, but the barley and wheat can feed the chickens too.
That's right. Yeah. So double
Multiple
win.
reasons. Absolutely. All right. Well, you did the mulching last time, so I don't mind going and doing that if you want to be responsible for going and buying a plough and getting started on that.
All right, let's do that.
All right. Have fun. I think either of the tractors are going to pull a plough, so I don't know if you prefer the Fendt or the fast track.
I do know you like your fast track, but I'll let you choose.
All right. I'm going to go for the Fendt, to be honest.
Oh.
Yeah. Mix things up.
No worries.
All right.
Sounds good to me. Right, I'll go and get that plough.
Yeah, I'll see you in the field.
Nice one, mate.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Pallegney with the FarmSim Guy. Like I said, we're going to jump into the Fendt, the 724, get that unhooked here from the feed mixer. We're going to head on down this way, just go for a quick little look before we go too far. We head down this way, got the mulcher just sitting in there, that's where FSG left it, and this is the field we're going to tackle, get into this one. You can see there it needs ploughing, needs rolling, and already has some weeds coming up in it. So the mulcher will deal with those. And then once it's ploughed, we'll be able to seed into it, so we shouldn't get any weeds actually once we've ploughed. I wonder if we've got rocks turned on. Might have to ask FSG that, because we could have a little bit of stone picking to do too. But anyhow, let's jump up in here and go and get hooked up onto the mulcher and make a start. First things first, get this unfolded. It's not the biggest piece of equipment, but it's very size appropriate for the farm we have here. Get that lowered down, and I should just about not need anything else other than that to start off. So I think we can get a little bit of our steering assist set up and we'll get into doing the field. It's not going to take us too much time, but it'll be nice to get it all done, and we'll keep an eye out too. Should see FSG. I know he's just headed up to go and buy us a plough. I think we're going to get one of the black sheep modding lizard, probably the 6 metre one. I think that's going to suit the tractor size and the farm size best. So let's get this all set up and get on our way. And there we go, everything activated. Now we've got the lines turned off. I did see that fantastic mod came out this week on Mod Hub, which automatically hid the lines after 3 seconds, which I think is a fantastic tool. It makes you help being able to see them visually, but you're not stuck with that pollution on the screen the whole time. So we'll definitely be giving that a go. It's not here on the server. Definitely a mod I'll be using in my own playthroughs, and might even suggest FSG we get it added into here. But anyhow, that's us all off and moving. Jump into a little bit of a time lapse to start things off, and we will get this field done. our first two, well, that field all done and mulched since FSG started ploughing. Now, I was just thinking, and I think you made the comment actually the other day, we don't actually have a pressure washer anywhere on the farm, so I can't even go give this mulcher a clean off or anything yet. So let's just figure out exactly where we're going to park this. Somewhere over here. Right, we'll go back over this way. We'll go get this parked up, and we're going to go over chat to FSG because I don't know if we're going to have enough seeding done just yet to, or at least enough ploughing done to make a start on the seeding. We'll go and have a look. Alright, there we go. There he is, fastly moving in the fast track. Looking good. Isn't it nice when you run at the right angles with things? I didn't expect though, he's taken the trees out. He's gone and got a chainsaw and got rid of the trees. I was not expecting that. Let's just pop over and have a quick little chat to him.
All good, Args?
Yeah, all done on that mulching. It was very fast. I wasn't expecting you to get rid of those trees as well. You've been busy.
Well, I did think that it wasn't like they were of any value, so might as well get rid.
Yeah, no, you're quite right, quite right. Everything pulling all right there with the fast track, doing a good job.
Oh, it's going like a train. Yeah.
Excellent.
No, enjoying it.
Excellent. So I'm all done. What do you want me to do? What do you think? I could throw some fertilizer on that field, or maybe I'll just go and get the seeder ready for when you were finished. Or I could actually cultivate the field.
Yeah, why don't you do that? I could also start the I could just do the headlands in this bit that I've already done, and then at least you could get started at one end.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Okay.
So let me do that.
Yeah, right.
I just realised as well when I was up at the dealership to pick up the plough that those two fields we got off the other farmer, the sorghum's already ready in those, so
right.
That's maybe another job to add to the list.
Something to add to the list. Yep. Good thinking. Alright. Well, yeah, I'll go get the seeder hooked up and get some seed in and get them down and make a start if you can get these headlands done. Good.
I'll do them right now.
Excellent. Thank you.
Cheers, mate.
Well, that makes good sense actually. Go around these and we can basically cut the field in half. Do half and half and start on the seeding. Doesn't have to be a full circuit. Right, let's jump back up in here and go and get hooked up to the seeder. This is a seeder I haven't actually used before, a little Horsch, what was it called? Versa 3KR. It's only a 3 metre wide seeder, so it's not the biggest thing or anything like that. You can see it's got a power harrow there on the front, so we actually don't need to go through and cultivate. We can straight in on the ploughed ground. Compacting sort of roller, crumble roller, or whatever you want to call that in there, and then all the seeding function here at the back. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of fun trying that out. Now we've got some seed. I can't actually see it. It's somewhere up the top here. I can see when we go and take a look there. We've got 6 pallets of seed. So I think if we bring this up, I can just find where the trigger is again. Right, there we go, and we'll spawn a couple of pallets of seed. Will give us 2,000 litres to make a start with. There we go. They are both there. Let's get this backed over and we'll start getting some of these bags up into the hopper. There we go. We're not even going to use one pallet, are we? No, not even one pallet. So we didn't actually need to get them both down. I'm sure we will fill things up though at some stage. So we just figure out which button it is to close the cover on that. But let's just drive off. It will close on its own because it opened on its own. And there we go. Right, let's go and make a start. We've got wheat selected. I'm just trying to decide whether we go for wheat or barley. We might as well stay with wheat because we already have some in storage, and that'll be a good option for the chickens. And perfect timing. FSG is done on the headlands here. So let's get ourselves in here. We will set up some guidance steering, steering assist again, get things powered up, and on our way. So we've done things a little bit different. We have not gone for automatic work direction. It actually wanted us to do across the field. No, FSG's working it up and down. So I've actually gone at a slight angle just so we're not running straight in the plough furrows that FSG's established. So I think we'll see how that all works, and hopefully it will work out well. We won't end up with any issues with soil compaction or anything like that. So I think get the red turned on, put that down right there. It's a bit short little piece. We will turn our steering assist on. We're underway, 7 miles per hour, so it's not the fastest, it's not the biggest. Just going to get the crop on the ground, which is the key thing. So let's carry on, motor around and get some wheat into the ground. I thought it was time for a little bit of an update on progress. We've done all our headlands open. FSG is out of the field, and you would have actually seen he went past in the combine. He's headed on up to the fields up the top there. He's going to go and get the sorghum taken off of that while we carry on with the work here in this field. We'll see. We'll probably try and get over and plough and seed that one over there as well, but he figured he'd take the chance to go up and do that. A little bit of variety is the main reason. We'll probably jump over and do the ploughing, and he might come through and seed that field while we're doing that. But everything's going well. We haven't even had to fill up with seed yet. We've still got what? Only used 29%. So obviously not too heavy on the seed usage, which is nice, right? We're just going to carry on. Everything's, like I said, everything's going well. Get this field done, and it's going to be a decent chunk of wheat in here once we're finished, which is going to be nice. Alright, let's carry on, and we'll see when we're finished. fast track over there with the trailer parked in under the silo. I saw it racing back down the road, so I'm going to make a educated guess here. FSG's actually finished harvesting all that sorghum up there already, and well, we're still boxing on. We're just about finished. We've got this little strip here to do, and then just a little wedge up in there. So we are getting through it. We haven't had to fill up with wheat seeding yet. Managed to get through the whole field without having to top up, which is good. Seed is going a long distance. Great setup. I'm really enjoying it. Just maybe a little bit faster or a little bit bigger, but be able to cultivate and seed all at the same time is a good choice. So we'll carry on. Obviously didn't show you all the work because it was going to get a bit tedious and a bit monotonous just showing me going up and down here in the field, but I can rest assured, as you can see, we have just about finished. So let's carry on, get this last little bit knocked out, and then by then FSG will be around somewhere, no doubt. Catch up on what we're going to do next. There we go, last pass getting done now. FSG's come out to watch us. Make sure we're doing a good enough job. Right, we'll go and ask him what he thinks of our effort here now that we're all finished. So that stop there, we'll pick that up, turn it off. Both turn off at the same time, which is fantastic. Let's go and have a chat.
Well done, mate. That was a chore with that little 3-meter planter.
Yeah, it was a bit of an effort. Enjoyable though. It's nice, like you said at the start. It's a nice looking setup.
It is. It is definitely a nice setup.
Didn't have to fill up with seed either. Did it all with just what's in the hopper.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
Very efficient.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
I was just talking about the moisture mod and just looking at our ideal moisture levels, perfect moisture, and all of that. It's going to be interesting. We'll have to judge when we harvest, because I'm guessing we won't hit perfect moisture unless we get really lucky with the weather.
Yeah, that's always the risk. But yeah, it is good fun though. It is nice having that added little challenge to manage.
Absolutely. Right, you fancy doing some ploughing now?
Yeah, I suppose we can carry on and get that cornfield done.
Yeah.
And get that ploughed, and do you want to follow around and plant it?
I will follow straight behind you, yeah.
Alright. Sounds good. Let's head on over. Don't know, we don't have a buddy, don't have a buddy seat in this one, do we? It's one of us got to walk.
I don't think so, no. Yeah,
Right.
one of us is going to have to walk.
Alright,
You've been sitting in it all day, you can stretch your legs.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Alright, we'll see you over there.
Alright, mate.
Alright, looks like he must be adjusting the seat. Take up a little bit of space. Little does he know that I farted before I hopped out of the cab, so enjoy it. I know I wasn't. Right, let's carry on. We're going to jump in the fast track, get some ploughing done.
FSG to Args.
Yeah, go ahead, mate.
Just realised as well, this is all going to need rolling at some point as well, which is another job on the list.
Yeah, I was thinking that as well when I saw the standing there on the edge of the field, so... One more thing to do. Make sure we do it before it
add it
germinates
to the list.
Yeah. Right,
Yes, definitely. Yeah,
I was just thinking I'll take a couple of headlands off each end and then just start from one side and work my way across.
Perfect, mate. I'll wait for you to start.
Yeah, there's something else we're going to have to do is get all of these crop rolled and make sure we can maximise it. Now, you might have seen actually, for whatever reason, that field was saying it needed liming, but you could clearly see when FSG was ploughing it, and if you watched the last episode, we did lime it. So whether it was a order issue because we mulched and then limed rather than liming and then mulching, which is what we did on the other field, I really don't know. So anyhow, if you know, do let us know, because it was a little bit frustrating. We got sort of stuck with that situation. But anyhow, let's we'll take one more pass off here, and then we'll get on the other side of the field, which is a longer, straighter pass, and head on around to get this field ploughed. It's not going to take us too long at all. Well, there we go, that's us all ploughed out, and what's FSG on? I know he's done the headlands. Oh, and it does look like he's actually worked across in some land, so he's a little bit further through than I thought he might be. But we'll go and park this up. Once again, can't wash it, so it's just going to have to go away dirty. We'll go find somewhere to put it, because it wasn't here before, it is here now. And then, I don't know what we're going to do. Might just go and watch FSG do some seeding. Argsy FSG.
Go ahead, mate.
You're going to be here right well, aren't you?
I am.
I'm just wondering, I was just looking at that field, you took the sorghum off, it needs a little bit of lime. I just wondered whether I might run up and do that, or whether you wanted to put some liquid lime on a field.
No, you go for it, mate. You've spent the whole episode. planting, I'll happily
Sure.
crack on with this.
Okay, cool. Otherwise I could throw some food on that grass maybe.
Yeah, no worries. Whatever you think.
Okay, cool. Alright, I'll leave you to it. I'll see you soon.
Cool, mate.
Well, there we go. Let's just go over and have a look actually at this grass field. If this grass needs some fertilizer, we might just go and do that instead. Get the fertilizer spreader out. It won't take long to do. It's not a very big field, but I'm pretty sure it's going to need some fertilizer. In fact, the wheat's going to need some fertilizer on it too, but I don't want to get too carried away and do everything because we'll need something to do next week. Let's just have a look here. Yeah, it's 50% fertilized, so we could come and fertilize this, get it to 100%. Or we go up and do the lime. I'd like to leave the lime for FSG to actually have a go at. And we do need to mulch up there, so maybe that's something we can do next time as a bit of a shared activity. But let's just have a quick look here. And there you go. It's only got a single layer of fertilizer on it, so I reckon we might actually go and give this a spreader for some fertilizer and get that all done. Before we get into doing that, I figured FSG is probably going to need a little bit more seed, and we've already had the pallets out of the storage, so jumped here into the skid steer. Pick them both up, put the almost empty one on top, run this down and just leave it here on the edge of the field for him. I'm pretty sure he'll run out of seed. We've got a little bit left, got a third of a tank, but just in case, no harm bringing it down here, so we'll just leave that there on the side of the field for him, and then we'll go and find out. I didn't actually see any dry fertilizer sitting up in the storage area, so we might have to go for a drive to the shop and go and buy some of that. It's a funny story. I've been talking about dry fertilizer and spreading that, thinking that this was a fertilizer spreader, but it's actually a front tank that we should be running with that seeder. So it is, yeah, basically a partner tank that we can add capacity there. So we don't actually have the option for a dry fertilizer spreader. So we are going to go and grab the liquid fertilizer out of up top. We're going to get the sprayer out. I'm still going to use the 3 series. I'm not going to put the tank on the front. We'll just run it with just a single tank on the back and see how we go. So jump up in here, it's going to get hooked up. Hopefully it can handle the weight. Should be okay. Not a huge amount of capacity in the back of this, and we'll go and get some fertilizer put onto that grass.
Hey mate, thought you'd test out the little pen.
Yeah, it's been sitting in the corner and needs some hours put on it. I took the seed down. It's on the edge of the field for you.
Oh right,
yeah.
I didn't see that.
Oh,
Sorry,
you must have come out the other end or something like that.
I will go find it.
Fair enough.
I did wonder where the little Kubota was.
Yeah, no, there it is. I didn't realise that was a front tank for the seeder that we had over there. I thought it was a fertilizer spreader. I was going to go put some dry fertilizer on the field and got it all hooked up, and suddenly realised what it was.
Oh yeah, no, I bought that for the planter. I thought we'd probably get through a lot of seed otherwise.
Makes sense.
Yep.
All right. Well,
Happy spraying.
Thank you.
Cheers, mate.
That explains all of that. Right, let's go and get some liquid fertilizer down and out of here. We'll get 2 pallets down. Not sure if that's how much we'll need or not, but we'll get them down and get them topped up and go and get some spraying done. So far so good, handling the weight okay here on the back. A little bit twitchy on the steering with that extra weight on the back there, but let's get this all unfolded, and I'm sure once we get some of this fertilizer out, it won't be quite so bad. There we go. Nice looking tractors, these fence, especially when they're nice and clean and shiny, unlike that one that FSG is driving at the moment. Right, let's get ourselves backed up in here. We'll get our steering assist all set up and we'll get underway. And there we go, we are off and moving, 7 miles per hour, not too bad. Fertilizer's not going down very fast at all, which is good, unlike the line we had in here last time, so definitely justifies our decision to not put the tank on the front, because we should have more than enough to get around this field. I think it's only 1 headland and then there's like 2 up and down passes, 2 in that direction I think, and then 2 that just take out this little bit in here, so kind of clever how the steering assist works for that. So anyhow, let's get this done, and hopefully we'll work out about time for FSG to be finished with the seeding as well. pretty sure I've done everything there, but we were pretty close to being out of fertilizer anyhow, so we'll run that out. Here we go. It means we don't have to pump it all out or anything like that. When it comes time to do the lime, the liquid lime in the other field. Now, I was going to say actually, I watched an interesting video from Horsch, which I shared on Facebook, around the use of liquid fertilizer and why it is beneficial. It was quite interesting, just pointing out some of the reasons. Better uptake for the plant to absorb the nutrient, better for when there's drought pressure or stress. When the plants are dry, they'll absorb the liquid fertilizer better than they would a dry granular fertilizer. So yeah, some interesting justifications there for one or the other. Now, with that said, let's go and get this put away. We'll take a look at the map, make sure we got everything spread. In fact, I'm not even going to bother putting this away because I reckon we'll be straight into using this next time around, so we might just back this in with the sprayer all hooked up still. And by then, FSG's not too far away from being finished. Go catch up with him and call it a wrap for the day. Ah, there we go. Look at that. Nailed it. Apart from this little piece right here. However, I managed to miss that. And one little bit there. But yeah, that's looking pretty good. Right, 2 layers of fertilizer on there. Just having a look around. Just take a look up here at 44, which is the one there that needs to be limed. Of course, that's the one we did lime, but for whatever reason, it didn't work. But yeah, things are looking good. Crops are looking good, and things are moving, which is nice. Right, let's go and check out what FSG's up to. We can probably put the skid steer back. I'm sure he's got enough seed for now. And then it'll be time to wrap things up for the day. Oh, and there we go. It looks like FSG is all finished with the seeding. Go and see what he's got to say for himself.
That field takes longer than you think it is going to.
Yeah, it certainly does, though. I think they both did. It's a bit of an effort getting those all seeded today.
Yeah, good job though.
Yeah, it is. It's a good job. Nice to get that all done, and like we were just chatting before about what we've got left to do next time, and there's still plenty of work lining up in front of us.
There is no rest for the wicked.
Including...
but yeah, good to get it all done before winter.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully get some cheese makers started soon.
Yeah, no, definitely. I was thinking as well, we're going to have a lot of wheat next year, and I know we need some of it for the chickens, but we don't have that many chickens, so we could stick some of that into some other productions as well.
Should we make some baguettes?
Yes.
Croissants?
Yes. Yeah, gonna make our own lunch.
Yeah, there we go. That'll be good. Alright, buddy. Oh, good effort. Good place to wrap things up for the day.
Definitely. And yeah, we'll catch up again. We'll catch up again next week.
Yeah, sounds good. Have a nice week.
Yeah, likewise, bud. You too.
See you, buddy. Bye.
Cheers, man. Bye bye.
There we go. 2 fields of 2 fields. I guess we'll call them 2 fields. There's only 2 now. 2 fields of wheat all harvested. Look at that potential yield, because this is in a good moisture spot. 213%. And we don't even have a yield bonus of fertilizing. 0 fertilizer. Needs rolling. There's still a lot we could do to this field. So the potential yields you could get if you have everything perfect, including the moisture, is staggering. So let's keep an eye on those the next time. But there we go. That's us all done for another episode here in Pallegney. Thank you all very much for tuning in. I appreciate you watching. And we'll catch you in the next one.